On this episode of DPV, we're 18 volt swapping the Barbie Jeep. Welcome to DPV. I'm Josh, and today we're working on the Barbie Jeep. The speed parts finally came. So here they are. We've got some 775 motors. We've got heat sinks, hardened pinion gears, steel first gears, and I didn't upgrade to the race grease. This is just standard grease, but I think we'll be okay. So what we got to do is pull these motors off. I already got one off. Pull these gear housings apart so we can swap out this first gear. Anyway, let's get after it. Okay, so to get this gear on, I'm really not sure what these ball bearings are doing because this is not riding on the ball bearing. So that seems silly to me, but it's fine. In order to get this gear on this shaft, the instructions on the ML Toys website says that you need to chuck up that little shaft in your drill and, you know, grind it down with some 120-ish sandpaper. So that's what we're gonna do now. All right, I figured out what the issue was. Turns out I don't have the 7R gearbox. I have something else. So these gears aren't gonna work. I don't know if they make a shaft that will fit there and there, one that's like necked down, because it's supposed to be much smaller than that. So we're just gonna put it back together with the stock first gear and hope for the best. Hopefully these new motors don't just destroy this plastic gear. If they do, I will upgrade the gearbox, I guess. So let's get this thing put back together. This one I'm not even gonna take apart. I'll just put the new motor in, and we should be good to go. Okay, so now we're on to the motors, and we need to put on these hardened steel pinion gears. Alright, so right there, you see that little set screw? I found it a lot easier to start that set screw with this off the motor, especially with these big old meat hooks. So now we're just gonna slide this guy on here, and you can see there's a flat spot on the shaft. That's where that set screw sets. I'm just gonna line it up the end of the shaft. Judging off mounting surface to mounting surface, that looks about right. These are way beefier. Look at that. The size difference. That's awesome. Alright, I had to get some bigger machine screws for these motors. The factory ones were too small. So those are in. Now we're going to pop these heat sinks on. So these are just finned aluminum to help pull the heat off those motors. That's pretty easy. They just snap on there. Alright, and according to the ML Toys website, we're supposed to use the wiring that's supplied with the motors actually. And on the factory motors it's soldered on there. So this makes sense. We'll just cut these, splice these in. It did send these little connectors, but I think I'm going to use my own and do a heat shrink on.
So we do not want to touch it.
You're right. I'll just throw that away. It is not ketchup.
No, that doesn't look like ketchup. It doesn't look like blood.
Does it look like jelly?
Well, yes.
Yeah, well don't put it on your sandwich.
No.
Okay, we have to put these new wires on here. So I need you to see the cutter. It's all the way in. Look, This part right there is the cutter. So go all the way there, squeeze. See? Just like that. Now.
Didn't it zap me?
Well, it's not plugged into a battery.
No.
Okay.
Only if it's plugged in.
Now, I'll do this part. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Oh, good job. See how that crushes that on there?
Okay.
Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Oh, good job. Okay. Now, it's just this metal piece that will be hot. The heat comes out here, like an air dryer.
Wire. Why are you doing that?
Now that the new motors are installed, we're going to put them in the Jeep. Alrighty, we got the gearboxes all installed. Those little heat sinks look cool. So now I just gotta put a little cap on the axle there. This little axle nut. So get that on there, get the little hubcaps popped on, and then put this guy in, shifter, steering wheel. I think we're ready to rock and roll here. Alright, we got her all buttoned up, seats in, got the shifter in, steering wheel's in. We're ready to rock and roll. And I don't know if you can hear it over there, but I got the 18 volt charging. I got the regular 12 volt in there right now. And supposedly these motors are supposed to be faster even on 12 volts than the factory. So we're gonna do a little test as soon as the girls get home from school. See how fast the 12 volt is, and then we'll hook the 18 volt up and let her really rip. All right, we're testing it out. So this battery is not fresh, so this is not gonna be a good comparison. But
that's backwards, sissy.
I mean, it's pretty fast. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
It's cold.
All right, we got the 18 volt in now.
I'm scared.
Let her rip. Fast battery. Pretty awesome, huh? All right.
Yeah, super fast.
Yeah. All right, well, that is it for this episode. If you want to support the channel, we got merch on Teespring. Link is in the description below. You can save money on your meds. Link for that, RX Spark, in the description below. You shop on Amazon via any of the links in the description below. Go check out ML Toys. They make some sweet parts for Barbie Jeeps. And then last but not least, just like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Wheel it, wreck it, wrench it, repeat.
We'll see you next time.